Hi guys, this is just a very quick update on yesterday's video that I did about mortgagee sales in New Zealand. Well, I'm heartbroken. I had a guy in the comments call me a liar. So I've decided that I need to provide a little bit more information. If people aren't aware, the real estate industry absolutely hates mortgagee sales. They want them out the way. They want them to pass quickly and quietly and with as little fuss as possible because mortgagee sales are bad for business. And they really don't fit in with that positive, rosy picture of the ever-increasing Ponzi that they love to try and kid us with. So I am going to give you some new facts and let you guys decide how healthy the New Zealand housing market actually is. This is the RBNZ's bank dashboard, and I've put a link to it in the description. It shows you a breakdown of total lending by New Zealand banks. If you click here, you can focus just on housing loans. But this page lets you just look back 5 quarters, which is not enough for us. So if you go and click up here, you can download all of the data. Now I am solely going to focus on housing impaired loans. Now these are the loans where the borrower is over 90 days behind on repayments, and it is very likely that the lender or bank will not collect all of the money owed. And normally it doesn't take long before an impaired housing loan goes down the mortgagee route. So when you open the downloaded Excel spreadsheet, you see this. If you go down here to the definitions tab, then go down to housing loans impaired, you click this link and it brings you to the correct column on the spreadsheet we want to look at. Now this data set starts in March 2018. So now what we can do is filter by bank. And for the top 5 banks in New Zealand, the following charts show how healthy the New Zealand housing market really is. These values on the left are in millions of New Zealand dollars. So these are impaired loans by the millions. And just look how bad it's getting. This one here is ANZ. This is BNZ. This is ASB. This is Westpac. And this is Kiwi Bank. And did anyone else spot the problem? The stress is seriously out there. Millions and millions of dollars worth of impaired loans. And this is really bad news for the banking industry, but it's even worse for the people who can't repay their mortgages. And what needs stressing is that these impaired loans have been increasing even as the RBNZ has had the OCR or official cash rate irresponsibly low, which is causing all sorts of other problems, by the way, like out of control inflation and the unfortunate case of the New Zealand dollar becoming the Zimbabwe dollar. So what do you think that is going to happen now interest rates have started rising again? Now obviously more people will start to struggle and may well be looking to sell. But this is happening as property listings are at extremely high levels right now, and that's in mid-winter season too. Today there are 44,411 properties listed on TradeMe, and this time last year that number was 42,045. And last year's numbers were at record highs. So there is an enormous number of properties just sitting and not selling. The sellers are just hanging on for those 2021 prices. And as a result, listings are just piling up on top of each other. Unfortunately, these sellers are just unable to accept the new reality. But imagine being one of the many people who do now realize that you can no longer pay your mortgage, and you have decided to sell your property before the bank steps in and sells it for you. So you decide to get an agent in to appraise your property, and they want to win the listing, so they give you an over-optimistic price and you list at current asking prices. All you do is join the pile and wait some more. But how long can you wait? If you don't sell before the bank steps in and repossesses your property, it doesn't really affect your agent. But I promise you, it will affect you. So please, if you're in this situation, whatever you do, get independent advice. And good luck out there. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers for that.